Morgan Wallen's I'm the Problem, an honest album about owning your flaws. There's a moment in life when you stop asking who hurt you and start asking why you keep ending up in the same place. That's what I'm the Problem sounds like. This album doesn't feel like Morgan Wallen trying to prove anything. It doesn't feel like he's chasing another hit, another record, another headline. Instead, it feels like someone who has finally slowed down enough to listen to his own thoughts, even the uncomfortable ones. From the very first song, you can hear it in his voice. Not louder, not angrier, just more honest. I'm the Problem isn't an album about blaming the world. It's about standing still long enough to admit that sometimes the common denominator is yourself. And that takes courage. What makes this album special isn't just the lyrics or the melodies, it's the tone. There's a restraint here that we don't always associate with Morgan Wallen. Less bravado, less performance, more reflection. It feels like a conversation you'd have late at night, sitting on the tailgate of a truck, when the music's off and nobody's trying to impress anyone anymore. This isn't the Morgan Wallen who's winning charts. This is the Morgan Wallen who's asking questions he doesn't fully have answers to yet. Throughout the album, there's a recurring sense of awareness. Not resolution, not redemption, just awareness. He knows where things went wrong. He knows the patterns. He knows the habits that keep pulling him back into the same emotional loops. But knowing doesn't automatically mean fixing. And that's what makes this record feel real. There's something deeply human about admitting you understand your flaws, but you're still wrestling with them. That honesty is uncomfortable, especially in a genre that often celebrates confidence, certainty, and strength. Here, strength looks different. It looks like vulnerability without self-pity, like confession without theatrics. Morgan doesn't ask you to forgive him. He doesn't ask you to take his side. He just tells you how it feels to live inside his head. Love on this album isn't romanticized. It's complicated. Sometimes it's tender. Sometimes it's distant. Often it's something he wants deeply but doesn't quite know how to hold on to. There's a quiet sadness in the way relationships are portrayed. Not dramatic heartbreak, but the kind that creeps in when you realize something meaningful slipped away slowly, one small mistake at a time. And instead of pointing fingers, he turns the lens inward. That's where the album's title stops feeling like a hook and starts feeling like a truth. I'm the Problem isn't a slogan here. It's a realization. You can hear it in songs where regret isn't loud but heavy, in moments where the words feel like they were written after the fact. After the damage was done, after the silence settled in. There's no attempt to rewrite the past, just an attempt to understand it. What's interesting is that even when the album leans into darker emotions, it never feels hopeless. There's a subtle undercurrent of self-awareness that suggests growth is possible, not guaranteed, not immediate, but possible. That's a powerful message for listeners who see themselves in these songs, because a lot of fans don't connect to Morgan Wallen because he's perfect. They connect because he's not, because he sings about making the wrong call, about saying the wrong thing, about realizing too late what mattered. And in I'm the Problem, those themes aren't hidden behind catchy hooks. They're front and center. Musically, the album doesn't overwhelm you. It supports the storytelling rather than distracting from it. The production feels intentional, leaving space for the lyrics to breathe. That space matters. It allows the listener to sit with the words, to reflect, to see their own experiences mirrored back at them. This album doesn't rush you. It asks you to slow down. And in a world that's constantly moving, that alone feels meaningful. What's most compelling is that I'm the Problem doesn't try to change how you see Morgan Wallen. It simply invites you to understand him better. It shows a man who is aware of his flaws, aware of the consequences, and still figuring out what comes next. There's no final answer here, no closing statement that ties everything together. And maybe that's the point. Because growth isn't a straight line. Healing isn't a finish line. And self-awareness doesn't always come with clarity. Sometimes it just comes with honesty. And that's what this album offers. For longtime fans, I'm the Problem feels like a deeper conversation. One that goes beyond radio singles and public perception. For new listeners, it's an invitation to see the person behind the voice. Not the headlines, not the image, just the human being. And in that sense, this album might be one of Morgan Wallen's most important works. Not because it's flawless, but because it's truthful. It reminds us that acknowledging your mistakes doesn't make you weak. It makes you real. And sometimes that's the bravest thing an artist can do. If you enjoyed this deep dive into I'm the Problem, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more Morgan Wallen analysis, song breakdowns, and fan challenges. Let me know in the comments. Which song from I'm the Problem hit you the hardest and why? Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.